How's it going, guys? Thank you so much for joining me for another video. In this video, we are going to settle it. What is better, manual transmission or automatic transmission? Let me start off by saying that I am making this video from my 2001 Ford Mustang GT with a manual transmission. Now, yes, this is a manual transmission, but I also have next to me my F-150 that has an automatic transmission. So what is best? Is the manual more fun? It's gets better gas mileage, the cars are cheaper, all this stuff. We're gonna settle it once and for all. So let's get into it. So the first thing that they say when comparing manual and automatic transmissions is that manual transmissions get so much better gas mileage. So they say, you know, with the ability to control your shifts, you can make it more efficient. And for a long time, that was true. Manual transmission cars got better gas mileage. Now, for example, my F-150 that I'm sitting right next to has a 10-speed automatic transmission. It is extremely efficient, and compared to trucks of the past, this thing gets really good fuel mileage. So it used to be true that manual transmissions got better gas mileage. Now I think automatics are more efficient and they actually get better gas mileage than manual transmissions. So yes, automatic transmissions, you have manual transmissions beat in the fuel efficiency department. But what about cost? Like, if you compare the cost of, you know, side by side of an automatic car with a manual car, same exact car. So let me give you an example. If you go to build out or price out a Mustang GT, right? It's an extra like $1,500 to get an automatic transmission. So is it worth the extra $1,500 for an automatic transmission when, you know, it's a very minimal gas savings or whatever you want to call it? Well, the point is, it doesn't matter. Drive whatever makes you happy. Whether it's an automatic or a manual transmission, drive what makes you happy, because in the grand scheme of things, if you're paying $40,000, $50,000 for a Mustang, then, you know, the $1,500 is not that much more to pay for an automatic versus a manual transmission. But yes, so in that case, manual transmissions are cheaper. They are definitely cheaper when you build out a car. If you put it side by side, the manual transmission is most definitely going to be cheaper. It's going to be more fun. Now, one thing that is crazy is that probably less than 5% of the cars that are built nowadays have a manual transmission. They are a dying breed. That's why you see all the save the manual you know, merch and all this campaigning to save manual transmissions, because no one wants to drive manual transmissions anymore. At least that's what sales say, because literally less than 5% of new cars that are sold have a manual transmission. So, I mean, yeah, people complain and people say, you know, I love manual transmissions, I'm always going to drive a manual transmission car, but the sales say otherwise. People want to drive automatic cars. Literally less than 5% of sales of cars are with cars with manual transmissions. Now, the next argument, I agree, this used to be true. All the cool cars came with manual transmissions. So for example, a couple years ago, like 0304 Corvette Z06s, you can only get that in a manual transmission. GT500, you could only get that in a manual transmission. Compared to nowadays, guess what? The new C8 Corvette only comes in an automatic transmission. The Dodge Hellcat, automatic transmission. The Chargers come with an automatic transmission. You can still get a Challenger with a stick shift. But new GT500, guess what? You can only get that in an automatic transmission. So the fact is, in the past, all the cool cars you could only get in manual transmissions. Now, all those cars are changing, they're evolving, which now have automatic transmissions. Why? Because car makers have realized that automatic transmissions are faster. Yes, the manual is more fun, you feel more connected to the car, but the automatic transmission is way faster. It'll destroy the I was watching a video of the new 400Z, the Nissan, and they were comparing the manual to the automatic, and the automatic blew the manual out of the water. That's not what the 400Z is about. It's not all about, you know, it's not a drag racing car. You're not gonna take this car to the drag strip. It's more about feeling connected to the car. So yeah, you're probably gonna want to buy a manual transmission 400Z versus the automatic, even though the automatic is faster. Same thing with this car. Is the manual transmission New Edge Mustang faster than the automatic? Actually, that's a good debate, because this is an older car, so honestly I'm not too sure about that. But on the new ones, for example, the 6-speed versus the 10-speed automatic on the new Coyote Mustangs, I would say absolutely the 10-speed is gonna blow the 6-speed manual transmission out of the water. So yes, automatic cars are now faster, and that's why, especially for like upper tier sports cars, we're seeing so many more automatics. Now this one is a pretty cool point, and that is the fact that it is a theft deterrent. Like, if someone's gonna go steal your car and they don't know how to drive stick shift, they're not gonna get very far. They're gonna stall out before they leave the parking lot or wherever you have your car parked. So one cool thing is, yes, you can have a manual transmission car and it can deter theft, because the robbers, whoever's stealing your car, might not know how to drive a stick shift car. So in conclusion, what do I think is better, automatic or stick shift? I think they both have their pros and cons. Ideally, get one of each. Get a manual transmission car, beat the crap out of it, drive it, you know, roll through your gears whenever you want. Whenever you get tired of it, or you're sitting in traffic and you hate your life because you're, you know, having to engage your super heavy duty clutch that's giving you a leg workout, then switch over to your automatic car. So I don't know, in a perfect world, ideally I would have both an automatic and a stick shift car, because they're both awesome. They both have their pros and cons. But I don't know, the stick shift, there's just something about it. I mean, there's a reason they still exist, right? Like, people love them, and they're super fun to drive. You feel very connected to the car, very engaged. They're just a blast. Let me know in the comments below, what would you rather drive, stick shift or automatic? And there's a caveat. You have to drive whatever is faster. So if the automatic is faster, which more than likely it is nowadays, would you pick the automatic because it's faster? Or do you like that more engaged driving feel of the stick shift transmission? But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.